All right, aside from the pandemic, we've learned another important lesson over the past year and a half: the value of having video of a controversial interaction between the police and the public. Body camera evidence has been the point of focus for a lot of communities the last few years, especially those incidents that involve an officer firing their weapon. After 3 incidents of Boise police officers firing their weapons in about a month, Mayor McLean is now speaking out, saying she wants to improve the process of holding people accountable by releasing the officer body camera video from incidents for people to see. Important to note, all 3 of those incidents that we just mentioned in Boise are still under investigation. So will body camera procedures in Boise soon change? Well, some fear that could jeopardize active investigations. Joe Paris gauged the debate today, checking in with Mayor McLean, Boise Police, and the Ada County Sheriff's Office for their perspective on this continued conversation.
From June 27th to July 24th of this year, Boise police had 3 separate incidents that involved an officer firing their gun. BPD hasn't had 3 such occurrences in a year since 2017. All 3 2021 incidents remain under investigation. In response to the recent shootings, several members of the community spoke out online and in protest, requesting that officer body camera video from the incidents be released. Boise Mayor McLean sent a strong message to the community, saying in a statement that she agreed.
We want to ensure that the desires of our community are reflected in our request, and that is to provide transparency, maintain community trust. So we asked in partnership to release the videos.
In her statement, McLean said on Friday that she sent a letter asking Ada County Prosecutor Jan Bennett to allow the city of Boise to release the body camera footage from all 3 recent shootings to the public.
This is a really important tool for transparency and accountability, and to ensure that our community retains the trust that we enjoy between our residents and our police officers. Everything we do is aimed at keeping our community safe, maintaining that trust. And to maintain trust, it requires that we be transparent and accountable.
I reached out to the Ada County Prosecutor's Office for an on-camera interview to discuss this topic, but was told that she is unavailable this week. The prosecutor's office did issue a written statement in response to Mayor McLean's request, saying in part, "Release of evidence, including on-body video footage, not only undermines the investigation of Ada County's Critical Incident Task Force, which is comprised of law enforcement agencies across Ada County and the Idaho State Police, but it also undermines constitutional due process and the Idaho ethical rules. Premature release of any evidence in criminal investigations violates the due process rights of those who may be charged and prevents a fair trial. We will not be party to impeding the pursuit of justice." So, how does the Boise Police feel about the debate? Well, in a media roundtable with area reporters last Thursday, Boise Police Chief Ryan Lee said, quote, "I'm having conversations with my colleagues about how we can more rapidly get to a place where we can release video. Again, I have to weigh the investigative and prosecutorial concerns and wishes in making that decision. It's not one I can unilaterally make." During that same event, Chief Lee was asked about BPD's relationship with the Ada County Prosecutor's Office in regard to releasing video after an incident. Specifically, if BPD wants to release a video, could the prosecutor's office tell them no? Chief Lee responded saying, quote, "I think there is some subjective debate over that." In response to the statement from the prosecutor's office, Mayor McLean says that she wants to continue the conversation.
Well, we will continue to ask for partnership, seek partnership. It's so important, not only for the public, but for the police department, and seek ways to ensure that videos are released.
All right, Joe, states have laws in regards to body camera video and such, and they vary from state to state. What does Idaho's look like? Do we even have any?
Yeah, so the state of Idaho actually has nothing in state statute that says after an incident, body camera video needs to be released, after X amount of days. The only thing that really is in state law involving the body camera is really how it does to do with evidence. Of course, body camera video is evidence, and there are state statutes about not necessarily releasing evidence and not releasing evidence, but preserving that evidence for trial, for future events, to make sure that the evidence is preserved, to make sure it can be trusted. That's really the only thing in Idaho law. Now, there are laws in states like California where you have 45 days after a certain point to get body camera out in specific situations. So there are pushes across the country, Brian, in several states that say we should probably be like California and at least consider options on should we make them get video out, quickly or after
within a certain amount of time, right?
Yeah. So we haven't seen that here. It is possible we could see that at the state legislature at some point. I haven't heard a lot of pushing for it in recent years in terms of serious legislation down at the State House. But again, when we have conversations like this between the prosecutor's office, the mayor's office, of course, Boise Police involved in this as well, that could be the ball that gets something rolling. But you have to consider that there are a lot of considerations considerations when you do release body camera video, because again, it is evidence, and there are prosecutors, like we heard here in Ada County, that are concerned about the integrity of the judicial system.
Yeah, and what we learned during an investigation is very hard to come by, as we've learned over the years. I mean, conversations are hard to come by. I can only imagine what body camera video would be, what that would take. All right, thank you very much, Joe.